SVG SportsTech On Demand series is taking you all around the world of live sports video production technology, talking to and catching up with some of the leaders in the industry in terms of live sports video production tech. And now we have the chance to talk to Daniel Maloney. He is the technical marketing manager over at Matrox Video. Matrox doing some exciting stuff in the world of remote production. Dan, great to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's everyone at the company?
Oh, we're keeping safe, and we're chugging along just fine, all things considered, Brandon. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, of course. So it's been a wild 12 to 13 months in the sports video production industry, reacting to and evolving workflows in various different ways. What have you and your company have kind of found is one of, if not the biggest challenge facing the industry right now? And what is Matrox doing in order to combat that challenge?
Well, I mean, there's no secret, of course, things came to a screeching halt awfully quickly. So whereas our plans, when we launched our remote production initiatives involved multi-channel production in what we'd call now a typical REMI workflow, bringing feeds back from a stadium and having local production happen using their on-site, or excuse me, their on-premise equipment and studio equipment. So when production stopped, well, first we start to all scratch our head a little bit and see how can we help things along. And what was obviously happening was that there were quite a lot of events still happening, but you didn't have to keep your staff safe. You really weren't able to send a whole lot of people on site at all, particularly the contributors, the talent who's going to be commenting on the shows or on the events happening. So we quickly started to think about how we could create more tight and small packages of our equipment to try to assist the workflow for the remote collaborator that really only needs a small package, a camera, and a return feed, so he could see the event unfolding. And what we quickly realized was that what's similar to what we often do in Zoom calls is that you could, in fact, if latencies were kept low enough, you could certainly have multiple simultaneous collaborators participating in a single production. So we started looking at creating encoders with small packages that both combine encode and decode capabilities. We also started to see how we might refocus our KVM technologies, which is something that Matrox also has been doing it for years, but more for enterprise production. See how can we harness that technology to make to use KVMs over the public internet, which is how we use in contribution feeds. KVMs prove there's slightly different problems, but certainly latencies important for them. Having full quality 4K video screens at extremely low latencies very important as well, and adding things like mouse and keyboard support, so that not only are your talent remote, you could actually have your production staff also remote, but working on their equipment just as if they were in studio itself. So those are two initiatives that we're been working on to try to see how can we make small packages for the contributors, but also how can the production staff also collaborate within studio equipment.
Nice. Very cool. Makes a lot of sense. I'm curious, for our audience as sports video production professionals, do you have an example of a sports use case where, Matrox technology has come up big?
Sure. Well, one of we're just publishing the story soon. The big event where that we were using before things start shut down is the Le Mans race out in Europe. They're able to use really a lot of cameras and be able to bring all those feeds back. Not only they're doing production, they're also doing a variety of other this particular production company was doing some of the translation work and what have you. Everything that would be associated with being able to do your production at a studio or in a facility while the camera operators are out shooting the race. And then Lion Video is just now launching some of their trucks. We'll be using some of the KVM technologies that I was talking about. These are the XDO3 KVM's line of products. And so again, in sports, we're really RFIing a couple of, both OB vans and some of the other production companies are looking at our line of remote production EDGE encoders, Monarch EDGE encoders. 4-channel encoder, decoder, and now brand new single channel in, simultaneously single channel out.
Nice. Really interesting stuff. Definitely want to check out more on Matrox Monarch EDGE. Really good codec for remote production in this world that we're all living in right now. Probably going to be living in for a little while. So Dan, thank you so much for stopping by and updating us on what you guys are up to. It's great to see you, and hopefully next time it's in person. All right.
Absolutely, Brandon. Looking forward to it.
All right. He is Daniel Maloney. He is Technical Marketing Manager for Matrox Video. To learn more about Matrox and to watch some of the other interviews that we've done in our SVG SportsTech On Demand series, head on over to sportsvideo.org.